Hello, team. Welcome to another team training. We've got something really fun lined up for you to learn today. And we have special guest Danielle Criswell joining us. Hey, Danielle.
Hey!
She's repping the Team Nailed It tank today. Show it off, girl. Yes.
I had to dance.
I love that so much. I love that you did a little mini dance party. You know, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
So before we jump in to learn all about wear and share parties, Danielle, will you just tell us a little bit about your Color Street journey?
Sure. So I joined in August of 2018 just for the discount because I was too busy.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't have time.
This.
So joined for the discount. And I love challenging myself. So I made it a goal to hit the jump starts. I achieved all my jump starts. I was a team leader in month 3, and the rest is history. So actually next month will be 2 years that my team has been an executive team. So we are pushing hard for senior executive. But anybody that has achieved senior executive, you know how hard that rank can be. So in the process, it's just been a really good time of developing me as a person and a leader and my team. I mean, it's a beautiful journey, and it's our story. So I love it.
Love it. And congratulations on being an executive team. That is a big deal.
Thank you.
And I always love hearing everyone's like sort of excuses or you know, the things that they tell themselves at the beginning, and then they're like, okay, just kidding. This is really fun.
Yes.
Right. So you guys, we're so excited because Danielle's going to be teaching us a totally new kind of approach to parties called wear and share parties. So Danielle, can you kind of explain to us briefly what the heck a wear and share party even is?
Okay. So literally it's a catalog party. So if you guys think back to the days of Avon and Tupperware and all that jazz, when we used to get the catalogs and we'd look and we'd say, okay, we want this and this. So that's basically what this is. And this came about in January. So it was still when we were in, you know, the heat of the pandemic, and everybody was just kind of burnt out. And I felt like my parties had kind of hit a wall, and anybody that's been in this business for a while or that has seen success, you know that this is a business of what's next. When you hit a wall and you're like, okay, this isn't working anymore, you don't throw in the towel, you don't give up. Or as Kelly says, you fail it till you nail it.
That's
so that's
right.
kind of how
literally what my sweatshirt says right now.
Yay!
Fail it till you nail it, people.
So that's really the mindset that I had. Is I was like, okay, how can I make this work? And so I started doing wear and share parties, which is just a catalog party. And back in January, I kind of just sent catalogs and samples and checked in every few days with my host. But what I found was I felt like I was kind of nagging them. So I thought, okay, how can I make this fun for my host so that she is engaged and excited like I am?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to share with you guys today, is kind of the rebirthing of the wear and share party. And the original wear and share party video is on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to look at that, you're welcome to. But this one is going to cover everything that's in that previous video, plus the new things that I've kind of sprinkled in. So do you want me to just keep going, Kelly?
Yes, jump in, because we're very intrigued.
So I don't feel like it's anything special, but anybody that has listened to my trainings or looks at my YouTube, you guys know that I'm very stone age with this business. I'm pen and paper, hence all the stuff back here on my office wall. I love worksheets. I love pen and paper. I love tracking things. That's just me. So what I did is I kind of came up with like a Hostess bingo type thing, but I don't really call it that. So okay. I send this, which I printed it in black and white because I thought you'd be able to see it better. But what I'll do is when I'm done, I'll give Kelly all my links to put on this training. So that way you guys can look at this. The other thing that I'm going to show you, you guys can just look at all of it. You can use it as inspiration to make it your own. But this is what I send my hostess. And down here
Can you
is,
hold it like a little closer to your camera?
can you see that, Kelly?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
It says your personal tracker. Hold it just a little longer. Yeah, it says personal tracker. Second. 3 boxes. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of like the bingo.
Yeah, so
like
it's
Hostess bingo. Okay.
yes. So it's kind of bingo-ish, but what I do is I tell them, basically this is their way to earn extra freebies from me. So in addition to what they earn, and I know a lot of people will probably ask, anytime I have a hostess, they get their own shopping link. So I know some stylists just have everybody order off of the stylist shopping link. But honestly, with the new host exclusive sets, it's really smart to give your hostess her own shopping link, because then she can work towards that exclusive set. But they all get their own shopping link. And what I do is throughout the party, I coach them in an attempt to mark all these off. So it's give me a guest list of 25 people, have 10 of their friends join my VIP group, share their party on Facebook. And this is kind of goes back to Kelly's host to post party. If you guys have ever seen Kelly's training, it's really good on that. And that's kind of Kelly works with the host to basically share the product on her personal page. And then Kelly does a party in the comments. So that's kind of my goal with that is a minimized version of Kelly's host to post party. So share the party on Facebook, create a messenger chat with their friends in it. I do that because I want to be able to connect directly with every single person that's invited to that messenger chat group. And then if they get 150 in sales and then 2 friends book a party. So their gifts that I give is if they get 3 boxes, they get an additional free set from me. If they fill the entire tracker, they get a mega prize, which is whatever I end up coming up with. And then if they get 300 plus in sales, they get 3 additional sets from me. Now, like I said with this, when I share this, you guys use what I have to make it your own. Don't think that because I'm doing this, that you guys have to do this. You can do less, you can do more. You do what fits your business. So, so that's what I send to my hostess. And like I said, I'll give Kelly the link to this so you guys can see exactly what I give my hostess, but it's basically just ahead of time coaching to kind of let them know what to expect with the party.
Do you give them an actual printout or like a
printout?
A graphic. Okay.
Yep.
I give them old school, which
I am.
People like to touch things. They like, tangible items they can look at and refer to. So I see the value in that.
So I do. I send it in the mail. I send a catalog, and then I send just the hostess rewards. I got this I purchased this template on Etsy, and then I went to Vistaprint and made my own. So the template you can get on Etsy for, I don't know, like $5 maybe. And then you just go to Vistaprint and print your own. So I send that with the checklist. And then I will send out about 5 samples. I just send these, and then I put my sticker with my QR code on the back.
Ooh,
so that way,
smart.
Yeah. So if they try the sample and they like it, they can just scan that QR code, and then the QR code goes to my link tree, which has everything they need. So, and these are just return address labels. I made them on Vistaprint.
Nice.
So I do know, though, there's a lot of people that do stickers that Amanda Yoakum gets, and I don't know where Amanda gets them from, but maybe if there's someone on this training, they can share it. But Amanda has cute little square ones, and it has her name and her QR code on it. So I don't know.
She's the brilliant one.
Yes. So I send that out to them. And then I basically tell them, your host bundle is on the way. In the meantime, start working on a guest list of 25 people, because I have them write it out and send it to me, because I feel like the more we can get our host involved and her being intentional with connections, the better off the party is going to be. So once she sends me that guest list, that checks off a space on her tracker. And then I will send her verbiage of what to send to all 25 people. And it's just basically a copy and paste message that she can send out.
So these are all on paper, right? This is not conversations you're having via messenger or text.
So when I send her the coaching, that's all through Messenger, Facebook
Okay.
Messenger.
Okay.
And then go figure, I have a worksheet for me behind the scenes. So I have the tracker on my sheet, and then I have all of my coaching along the side of what I talk to the hostess about. And it's not really in any particular order. It's just, I coach according to how the party's going. So if I have a host that's super involved, she may get a couple different coaching steps per day, but maybe if she's busy and she's just kind of hit or miss, then it might take longer. And I always tell my people when they do the wear and share party that they can keep it open up to 60 days and max out the rewards as high as they want to. But if they want to earn the host exclusive set, then obviously I let them know, like, we need to get this set up the 1st of October. That way we can close it by the end of October so you can get the host exclusive. So then we know we've got to kind of hustle a little bit harder and get the party done quicker. But I have a lot of very loyal VIPs that do these parties often because they wear and share. And I always tell them, if you are already wearing and sharing, why not get some free nails doing it? So a lot of them will just keep a shopping link open just because they like to share the nails.
Right. Yeah.
Get free nails. So, all right. So I told you about the hostess packet. So then on my end,
to recap, show us, just like do a recap of everything that's in the hostess packet, just so we can like see the overall.
Okay. So the hostess packet, I would send out this. Let me show you. I got these
tracker bingo thingy.
Yeah. So I got these little clear bags on Amazon.
Okay.
So I'll put this in there towards the back so they see the little tracker. And then I'll put down in there a catalog, which, like I said, all my catalogs have the QR code on it. That way, when they take them to work and put them in the break room, they have it. And then I do a little scratch off card, like a little scratch. And then I will throw in about 5 samples and the hostess rewards. And like I said, I put the QR on the back.
Fun.
So all of that just goes down in here like that in a little baggie. And then I mail it out. Now, sometimes if I do, like book a party and get a free set from me, then I'll send out a set ahead of time. But it really just depends on the hostess, whether or not I send out a free set. I know that's kind of like a loaded question because some people say they always send a free set. Some people don't. They wait and see and wait till the party's qualified. So it really just depends on how desperate I am to get parties booked at that time. And if I'm offering any type of like incentive to book parties. So, so then I have my own coaching that I do, and I'll share this form with Kelly as well, but it just goes through everything that I need to do from start to finish on my end and her end. So sending out the hostess packet, send the host the party link and my sample link, send the hostess rewards. This is something else I do, Kelly. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Let me see if I can pull it up. So you were talking about like a graphic that they could see. I do have a graphic that I send out to my hostess, and it's her way of trying to get 300 in sales. So I'm going to pull this up on my phone. It's on Canva, and you tell me if that's clear or not.
Yeah, that's clear. Hold it a little longer. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm just going to pin you so I don't. 1 second. I'm pinning your video. Okay. Tiana's wear and share party. Help me fill the flowers. Every buy 3 get 1 order claims a flower. Party ends this date. Tap your phone again. Oh, it went dark. Samples, tips, videos, shopping, and then you have a link. I love it.
So that's like something
great.
One of the instructions I give her is to share some nail fees on her personal page, and then she'll share this graphic with it And then as people order, I will take this and edit it and I'll put like Kelly, Danielle. So then people know, and it's kind of like a FOMO situation where they're like, oh my gosh, Kelly bought a buy three, get one. Oh my gosh, Danielle bought one. Like
Right.
I want to get my name on that graphic. So
Yeah,
I
I
will
love that.
update it. And then that way also she can post it towards closing and say, you guys, I'm only 2 buy 3 get ones away from,
Mhm.
you know, and then
Yes.
also this bonus qualifies you guys. If you
Yeah.
have a party and they fill the flowers, your hostess just bonus qualified you. So
That's a brilliant graphic.
so I do that. And let's see. And then update my link tree. And then something else that I've started doing is shouting out my VIP for booking in my VIP group. So I have a shout out graphic that I do, and I'll put my hostess on there and I'll say, thank you so much, Kelly, for booking a party. I can't wait to help you earn some free nails. If anybody else would like to earn some free nails like Kelly, along with this gorgeous hostess exclusive set, please let me know. So it's kind of like how we do our teams, but I'm doing it in my VIP space to kind of recognize that person, let people know she's earning free nails just by sharing Color Street, and then letting them see that hostess exclusive over and over and over.
Super smart. I hadn't thought of doing that like right when they book to kind of, create that FOMO. And then, I mean, usually I'll post afterwards and be like, look at what all, Amy earned from her party. But I like the idea of also saying, good job. Thanks for being willing to host a party at the beginning. So you can kind of do it both,
Yeah.
one before and then do one after the party ends to show what they earned.
Yes. So once I do the shout out, I'll reach back out to her and ask about her guest list. And then I share with her the party tracker and the way that she can earn additional prizes. And then I'll ask her to create a Facebook Messenger thread with her friends in it, which I've never had a host yet tell me that she didn't want to do that. And I just explained to them that this is an easy way for me to relay any specials, any new releases, anything I have happening in my VIP group, and a way for all of us to kind of communicate about the party. And they never have an issue. And of course, they may add 25 people and 5 leave immediately. That's okay. I mean, that's right. That's expected.
That happens when you start group chats.
So once she creates the group chat, I have her first welcome her guests, share her favorite nail fee, and let them know why she loves Color Street. And then once she does that, I will go in and welcome the guest and just share a little bit about myself. And then I share what is Color Street, and I'll share a video with them. Then after that, I'll have her share the party on Facebook, and then I'll check in with her, see if she has any questions. I check in with the guests in the chat, see if they have any questions. And then I always do 2 game nights in my VIP group every month. So I have my host send a personal invite to at least 10 guests to invite them to my next game night in my VIP group. So I use those game nights obviously to have fun in my VIP group, but it's also a way for my host to feel comfortable inviting people. So instead of just saying, join this VIP group, they can say, hey, we've got a game night Sunday at 9:00. I would love for you to join. And then the guests from the party are more likely to join when they know that there's something fun happening.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. So, I already do weekly game nights. It's like, this is a brilliant way to get people in your VIP group.
Yeah. So then I'll kind of feel out the party and see how things are going. And I'll share a special for the next 3 buy 3 get 1 orders, only if needed. Then I check in with the host and do a party.
Really quick. Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. So is the party in this messenger group? Basically?
The party is basically just between me and the host. Yeah. So the only thing that I use the messenger group for is to welcome the guests and then to personally message them. So I'll open it up to see group members and then personally message every person in there. But I don't do a lot of posting in there. Now, if we get orders that come in, I may say, thank you so much, Kelly, for your order. That way people know what people are ordering, and I'll share nail fees. But I don't really do a whole lot in there. I don't post a lot. I basically use the messenger group to relay any important information and to personally message every person that is in there.
Okay. But you're kind of coaching the hostess to kind of do all the behind the scenes selling and,
Yeah.
talking about Color Street and the nails, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And it does take a little bit more work, because this is where I found that I was really lacking in my parties, is from coaching the hostess. Because when you have a hostess that knows what she's supposed to do and she's involved, the party goes so much better, especially when you
So
get
much
towards
better.
the end and you're trying to get parties booked off of that party. Because if your hostess is involved, she's going to help you do all of that, versus us, an unknown person, trying to message people and ask them to book a party for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I live by reminders. So when I have these parties going on, I'll have a reminder set every single day, hostess coaching. And then I'll have beside it what I need to coach on, because we're just, we're busy and we need some way to keep ourselves organized.
So by reminder, you mean like on your iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify. So she has that's super smart to have an alarm set, especially if you have a good system going for you. If I start my parties every Sunday or Monday, then that means every Monday I coach them on this, every Tuesday. So you can have alarm set for those specific days of the week.
Yeah.
Creating systems is so important, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every freaking week, every freaking party. You already know. And one thing I love, Danielle, before you go on, is I think it's super important. This is something I do as well, is I write down all the steps of what I need to do for the coaches, the hostess coaching. Otherwise you forget, wait, what am you forget all those vital steps that really help you have a successful party. So it's super important to make your own, I'm sure Danielle will share hers, but I think it's super important to make your own coaching tracker that's okay, what do I say, what do I need to make sure to coach them on? And real quick, Danielle, one thing I just started doing, I have a party going on right now, and one of the things I'm doing right now is I do a daily double dare. And it's it's basically the hostess coaching, but it's in the form of here's what you need to do. And they can earn little gifts for their goodie bags. So to me, that's fun, because I can't forget, because I'm what's the daily double dare? It's they won't let me forget. And it helps me coach them on, it helps me, give them daily challenges on how to make the party even better. So I just had to throw that all in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I love that.
Yeah, it's been really great.
All right. So the next part is the party tracker recap. So I'll just get with the host and I'll say, okay, you are one box away from getting a free set of nails. Which box would you like to try to check off? And we'll kind of go over okay, you already did your guest list. You already shared the party on Facebook. So here's other ways that you can earn. And a lot of times these hostesses, they really try to check off all the boxes, because that's just how we're wired. We want to have a competition. So
can you show that visual again, just so people know what you're referring to?
Yes. And here I found
it's the bingo thing, the hot pink paper with the bingo on it. Oh, you found a white one?
Yes. Can you see that or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna pin it. Hold on, hold it up. So this is what she's talking about, that she goes through and says, Kate, have you done this? Have you done these 6 boxes?
So I'll follow up with them. And a lot of times, like I said, they will end up filling more than just one box by the time we're done talking. And then I have the host follow up with the guests to see if they want to sample, joining my VIP group, or if they want to order. And then I will ask her, who do you feel like is likely to book a party from your party? And typically every host will give me at least 2 to 3 names of people that I can follow up with. And this is a little trick that I learned recently from a friend of mine who does another network marketing company. Is what she does is, let's say that Kelly is the party guest and she's going to book a party, is I would take Kelly and my stylist and put them in a chat together and say, hey, Danielle, this is Kelly. She would be great at hosting a party. Can you give her more information? So then it avoids that whole message request situation in the inbox. So it just creates that group conversation. And then you're also not leaving your friend stranded with your stylist, if that makes sense.
I really like that. I've been doing the same thing, but I really like the wording that you used. Because I was having them put me and the guest in a group, but then I was having them say like, will you host a party to the guest? But I like that you're turning the question to the stylist and saying, will you give them more information about hosting a party?
Yeah. And I think also, well, in my experience, less is more. So when we are sharing about parties, a lot of times we tend to just word vomit on people and give them so much information. And it's like, they really don't need to know everything right away. Like, ask them if they're interested in wearing Color Street and earning some free nails. And a lot of times people will say yes. And then when you simplify it and say, just 4 to 5 buy 3 get 1 orders is going to qualify you for your first level of rewards, people are like, okay, well, I've got a cousin, I've got 2 sisters, I've got best friends. You can easily gather that many orders. So
that's great. I love that you simplified that.
Yeah, breaking things down and kind of letting them know. Let's see. So then I will share the host graphic, which is the one I showed you guys a little bit ago with the flowers. I will share that with the host and have her share that again on her personal page, along with her party total and how many orders she is away from her next level. So we'll share that graphic and then she'll say, I only need, 2 more buy 3 get 1 orders to reach my next level of rewards. And then it's her asking for those orders versus us, and people don't know us.
Where does she typically send that graphic once it has like all the current orders on it, and maybe there's like 2 or 3 flowers left that need to be crossed off? Does she typically text people? Does she put it in that little messenger group that you originally started? Where do they typically put that?
Normally in the messenger group, but I always encourage her to message directly, just as we as stylists know that there's so much more power in a personal message versus just posting something and praying that somebody comes along. So I always encourage them to send it directly, but that they can also share it on their personal page, because you never know who might be browsing and say, what the heck is this Color Street stuff? And then she's got another order.
Yeah. So one-on-one messages are much more effective.
Yes. And then I will go through and message all the party guests and offer them a sample, invite them to my VIP group, and send them ordering information. And then once the party's done and closed, I send a thank you gift for hosting, as well as the prizes for the party tracker. And then I do another shout out in my VIP group with the host rewards and thank the hostess again. On the other side of my tracker here, this bright paper is not showing up good on Zoom, but if I hold it back, maybe it will. I have here where I write down the orders as they come in, and then a space beside it to make sure they join my VIP.
Smart.
So let's say somebody orders, I know that I need to talk to them about joining my VIP group. Kelly, I'll send you the link to this form. That way people can pull it up and look at it.
That would be amazing. That's so sweet of you.
And then I had something I was going to show you. So I started out sending out these little things that I printed for a wear and share party, and now I can't find it. I was going to share it, but I can't find it. So I started out, I printed these little pieces of paper that had all of the information that's now on here, which I made these on Canva and printed them on Vistaprint. But this is what I include in every piece of mail that goes out of my house, like inventory orders, prizes, anything. I send this out. So it says,
love it.
Earn free nails, host a wear and share party. And then the bullet points, I send a host bundle, you share samples and catalogs, collect orders up to 60 days, earn free nails, 4 buy 3 get 1s equals 1 free set and a half off set. Scan the QR code with your camera and scroll to get shopping link. So my QR code, like I said, is linked up to my link tree. So on my link tree, I have everything. I mean, I have my VIP group, my sample link, shop online, shop my stash. Every single party that's open will be on my link tree. And then when they scan this to where it says get your shopping link, it takes them to a Google form. And it's what my hostess fills out before the party. So she'll put her name, address, all that information. And then I ask, do you want one catalog or do you work in a setting where you need extras to pass out? And then I also ask them about if they would like to get paid to share Color Street so that I can share the stylist opportunity with them as well. And there's a lot of times my hostesses will click that box and want more information. So I'll share with them about being a stylist. And then towards the end of the party, I'll check back in with them and kind of revisit it and have a conversation just based upon, you know, that person and our relationship. It's not like a scripted thing. I don't have any particular thing that I say to every single person, but
wow,
yeah.
I love that form idea so much, especially having the box that says, are you interested in being a stylist? Because you never know. I mean, I have that option on my sample form, but I don't have like a form for my hostesses. So I love that because you never know who's going to click that box. Like I'm sure you get surprised, Danielle, when you see someone click it and you're like, oh, I did not know you were interested.
Yes, I've had that several times and I'm like, oh, okay, well, then let's talk about this.
Yeah. Yeah. And it probably makes it a little less scary to bring it up because they checked the box, you know?
Yes. I was trying to pull mine up and tell you the exact wording that I had on here. Okay, so at the bottom it says, would you like to learn more about becoming a stylist and getting paid to wear and share? And then I just have different options. Yes, I'd love to make money sharing Color Street. Send me more info, please. I've thought about it, but not sure I'd be successful. I'd love to, but not sure I have time. No, thank you. I prefer to be your customer. So
that's good.
And the one that they check a lot is I'd love to, but I don't think I'd have time. And I love that because that was my limiting belief when I joined as well. So I'm like, oh, here we go. The feel, felt, found method. Here we go. Let me just tell you.
I love that so much. Well, and now you know what's holding them back and what you can address. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, time is the issue.
Yes.
I love it. Oh my gosh, so many good tips. Is that okay? So is that everything, Danielle? I just want to make sure we covered it all.
I feel like that's everything. If there's any specific questions that you have, Kelly, you can ask. I don't think I missed anything. I'm looking around here at everything on my desk.
Do you do any prizes during this at all? Somebody asked in the comments about prizes.
Not really not the wear and share party. I don't. Now, one thing that I do is every single person that signs up to do a wear and share party, I will first offer for them to do a private Facebook game night. So all the parties I do are a girls' night in theme where we have a highlight 1 hour game night, and I will offer for them to have a private game night with their friends online. Or I ask them if they'd like to co-host a game night with me and my VIP group. And that sounds super confusing and crazy, but it's not. They invite their guests to my VIP group and they are a co-host in my game night. So it's super easy. A lot of people prefer to do that because they're like, oh, well, I can just invite them to your VIP group and we'll do it that way. And then we still do the wear and share things behind the scenes as well, because I just feel like all of the boxes on the tracker are very important and they'll lead to a successful party. So regardless of what they choose. And then every so often I'll do a mega party event where I'll just do 8 to 10 hostesses or 5 hostesses, however many I have. And they all just go into the same group and we have a game night and we party that way.
Okay. Can you back up to what's the difference between a private game night or a co-hosting? Are they both in your VIP group or is one in the private one in a separate group?
Yeah. So if they do, like some of my ladies in my VIP group that are like older ladies, they don't like confusing things. They're like, I want a group. I want to invite my friends to that group. I only want it to be my friends and we're going to party. So I will create a group and allow them to invite their friends, and we do the game night in there. Based upon their friends, if they have never heard of Color Street, they don't know anything about this, I will do a few posts leading up, like what is Color Street, how to apply Color Street, how long does it last, the typical party things. But a lot of these ladies, they're like, yeah, my friends already use it. We want to have a party and we get together. In that case, I'll just share maybe once a day some fun interactive posts leading up to the party. But I don't really have a template that I follow or anything like that. So
yeah. I think that's brilliant. First of all, just to call it a private game night or co-host a game night, because you could literally get hostesses just by saying that, you know?
Yeah. And there's been several people that have done it. And if they're like, oh, well, I need to invite, because I tell them aim to invite 10 people. But once they see that their friends join, they start inviting more people. So I'll just tell them invite 10 friends to my VIP group. But then I just want to encourage you guys, if you try this, it doesn't stop there. You don't just invite those people to your VIP group and then they're there and they're partying with you. You really need to connect with every single person that's invited to your VIP group, because you need to look at that as those people walking into your house. Like if somebody was to come over for an in-home party and walk through your door, would you just let them walk around your house and not talk to them? Or would you say, hey, Kelly, I'm Danielle. I'm so excited that you came over today. Let me tell you what we're going to do today. You would introduce yourself, you'd make that connection. And I think that's where we miss a lot in this business, because we just get so automated, like on autopilot with everything. And we forget, to follow up. I mean, that's what I have back here this is pages of VIP group people. Wow. Every time someone joins my VIP group, I write their name down, and I have checklists where I go and figure out who invited them. When someone invites a friend to my VIP group, I will send them a thank you note and a scratch off card, some accents or something, and thank them for inviting someone. Then I will go and make sure the person joins the group. I'll message them to invite or not invite them. I'll message them to welcome them to my group. And then I make it a goal to get a sample on them, then order, then host. And that's how my pages go right here. But we have to make sure that we are connecting with people, because the moment that we stop connecting with people, our business stops. Like this is a people-based business. We get paid to talk to people. Like that's just how it is. It's so much more than just these groups and these processes. Like we have to remember that we need to talk. I mean, that's really.
I loved that analogy of if they came to your house, you wouldn't just ignore them.
Yeah.
That's great. And when you do host the party, do you like post their link too for like the 1 hour party when you do it in your VIP group and they co-host?
So if they co-host with me, they won't have a separate group. Like they will just invite their friends to my VIP group. And then when I share so I have a domain that my link tree is linked to, and then I share that in my VIP group. So if they want to take advantage of like a game night special, or they want to order, they just click that domain and then it'll say, shop with Kelly. And then they can go down and click on.
Yeah. I'm just asking, like in the game posts, do you include that link in the game posts or anywhere, or no?
Not on the post. The only post I would put it on is like when I do game night special. So most of my posts are all just interactive, like this or that, or, predictive text, all that. So then when I do any type of special, ordering special, inventory special, that's when I would include that.
Do you always do a game night special?
It honestly just depends. I base the specials off of what I need at that current time. So like if I'm trying to grow my VIP group, then the game night special would be, invite 3 friends to the group and then come back and comment their names here for an entry. Or if I need party hosts, then it'll be something geared towards getting host, or, say that I do need to boost my sales, then I may do buy 3, get 2, or an inventory sale, or it really just depends on kind of where I'm at with my business. I try to keep the game nights more fun, because I feel like when we push too much for like me, I just think that it tunes our audience out. And we have to remember that this is about them. I mean, yes, we're running a business, but we don't always want to be all about nails and sales. Like, we really want to, if we're telling them, come hang out with me for my game night, you don't want them to just be sitting there waiting like, oh, I know she's going to be begging for sales, or I know she's going to be doing, X, Y, and Z. So I personally just try to keep it fun, because I want my VIPs to have that time where they know we can just kick back and relax and unplug from our crazy world for a little bit.
Right. And to go back to your analogy, it's like you wouldn't invite friends over and be like, hi, welcome to my game night. Here's what you can buy. And here's a flip chart about my nails. Like, you would be like, let's play a game, let's have fun. And then maybe you could mention a thing or two, so yeah. Well, this is so great, Danielle. Someone just commented, Katrina said, so many awesome nuggets of ideas. Seriously, like, there's so many good little tips. The whole wear and share party idea is brilliant, but like throughout this whole training, there's been so many good little takeaways where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to improve that on my parties and like my coaching and all that. So really, really great, Danielle. So thank you so much. Is there anything else? You seem like you're about to say something else.
I was trying to think like if there was anything else I could share with them to help, but I think the main thing that I would want you guys to take away from this is that you can't quit. And if you have a long-term mindset with this business and you are truly working this as a business, you guys have to have the what's next mindset. Like, no matter what, things are going to be great and things are going to be rough. I mean, that's just business. It's up and down all the time. You never know when the hills are coming and the roller coasters, and you have to adapt. And we never know what one month is going to bring. I mean, this month could be amazing for you and next month could be slow, or you could be watching this video right now in one of the darkest times of your business. And little do you know that one party or that one game night or that one conversation could totally change your business, and November could look totally different. So you have to keep trying, you have to adapt, and you have to just tweak things. You could pull so much from this training and use it as inspiration to create something for your own business. I mean, that's kind of what I do, is I listen to things from other people and just kind of create my own ideas. But also, you guys, if you don't have a QR code for your business, get one. I'm like, I feel like that was
a game changer for you.
Yes. I was like, where has this been my whole life? And then the more I talk to other stylists about it, they're like, Danielle, I've been doing that. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I finally got on board, but
I haven't. So I best get on the QR train.
You don't have one?
I don't.
Kelly.
I know. And I'm admitting that just for everyone to feel better that they don't have one.
That's good. Okay, you guys feel so much better. Kelly France.
You feel better. I mean, like, we all have stuff we can improve in this business.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so I have one final question, then we got to wrap it up. So what success have you seen from doing this? Like, what have been some of your highest sales parties? What other successes have you seen from like growing your VIP or even recruiting stylists? Tell us.
Well, I would say it has helped a lot just in general with getting parties booked. And I think that helps a lot with opening up that conversation to share the business opportunity. But the thing that I've probably seen the most success with is just parties in general. I would say most of my wear and share parties fall between 150 and 300. They're not big, extravagant $1,000 parties. Like, they're just not. My goal with every single party, obviously, is to fill my Hostess tracker and get them to the 300 in sales, because they get 3 free sets of nails when they get to 300 in sales. So that's really my main goal. And they always end up inviting people to my VIP group. So that's a win right there, is just new people. Even if you just get 3 new people, just imagine if those 3 people hosted for you and opened your circle up to their people. So it's all about just planting those seeds and trying to expand your circle as much as possible. So I look at parties as opportunities to meet new people. The sales are amazing, but my goal is to reach new people. So
yeah, Love it. I love it. Will you show, everyone's asking what a QR code is. So there's a lot of people don't even know what it is. Will you show them, just for those that are like, what the heck is she talking about?
Yes.
So do you see that little like barcode right there? That's a square. That, here, hang on, I'm gonna hold it there because I gotta pin it. So yeah, that little barcode, if you scan it with your phone photos, it will pop up a website link. And that's what we want. We want them to go to our website. We want them to go to our link tree. So it really is, it's brilliant, Danielle. But
Kelly, I did a training on that. It's on my YouTube channel. It's just QR code for your Color Street business, and it walks you through how to create it and everything. So if you guys don't have one,
go watch that.
Yes, do that. And then also, if you guys have never heard of Linktree, go watch a training on Linktree, because that is just a game changer for your business. And link your QR code to your Linktree. You can use it for everything. I mean, I even use the QR code when I'm out in public and I put samples on people. Instead of asking for their phone number, I just say, scan this QR code. This is how you get in contact with me, and join my VIP group. And a lot of times they'll join it right when I'm standing there with them. And it's so easy because it's a QR code. I mean, they have their phone, take a picture. So easy.
So easy. Okay. I love that you kind of challenged us. We all need to get a QR code. That's everyone's challenge to try, is get a QR code. If nothing else, there's so many good things that we need to try from this training, but if nothing else, at least get a QR code that links to a link tree. Well, thank you so much, Danielle. And we so appreciate you sharing all this knowledge and also all your graphics and checklists and all the things. That's super generous of you. Can't wait.
I'll send that to you, Kelly, as soon as we're done.
All right. Well, thank you. Everyone's dying and saying how much this training is amazing and how helpful this has been. So I appreciate your time, Danielle. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.